What's up, family? For those of y'all that don't know me, my name is Marcus, or you can call me Kosher or King Kosher. And first off, I just want to thank you for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you can find something useful in it. So real quick, in a second, I got like kind of a recorded expression, I'll say, like just kind of talking a little bit more in depth about the experience of the conquest I just did. But I just kind of wanted to preface that real quick with some information. So at the beginning of the month, I didn't know who was to be involved with this battle, with this war, with this conquest. I didn't know why it was taking place. All I knew was that I had an internal inclination. I had a divine inspiration. I had a thought that I didn't produce in me, that something needed to change and that I was to be a part of that change, and that it wasn't going to be easy, but I had to be willing to endure, right? So in experiencing life and paying enough attention, I've noticed that when these inclinations come, they're for a reason. So pay attention. And then it's like, I did pay attention. Not only did I pay attention to that inclination, but I believed in what I was hearing and feeling on the inside. I believed that there was a conflict in me between what I felt and what I saw, and so that led to me believing this conflict can be resolved through some grit, through some attempting, you know what I'm saying, through a conscious mental effort. And so yeah, I just kind of went into it not knowing, I walked into the unknown, into the darkness, and then went through the process of it, and I'm happy with the results, honestly. So I recently completed my first war conquest, and this war was involving what I like to say is who I thought I was, born of the voices near my ears, versus who I felt I am, born of the song in my heart. December 1st, I through internal inclination committed myself to a battle with myself. I went to war with myself, and throughout the whole month, I learned so much about warfare and myself and the connection between the two. But by the end of it, after staying present in the war the whole month, by the end of it, I won. I, as in the me who I intended to win, the me who I feel I am, the me of the song in my heart. That's who won. And the reason I felt inclined to generate content about that and express it is because through that choice, through those actions, through that opportunity, I now have a different position than most people. Most people are in a position where they only are who they think they are, born of the voices near their ears, born of the voices on the outside talking to them, and the voices on the inside talking to them, telling them who they are. And so for me, it was the catalyst, or the necessary stimuli was war. I went to war in order to attain the lyrics of the song of my heart. And now after that war, I know the lyrics to the song of my heart. And the thing about that sets it apart and makes it so special is that since most people don't know the lyrics to the song in their heart. See, the song in your heart, okay, who you feel you are is because the Most High, the source, the creator, put your essence into you. What he made you as, he put into you, all of it. And we can call it a song because you know how you can feel a song, especially your favorite song or a great song, you can feel it and it's undeniable, it's truth. And so he put this undeniable truth in you, in your heart. Why? Because your heart is the place where you listen on the inside of you. So he put that in your heart. You put that song in your heart that you can hear it and feel it. And most people ignore it all day long for the rest for their entire lives because of the voices near their ears on the outside, voices on TVs and social medias and parents and friends and all that, and then the voices on the inside, which is the response to all those things, and you getting, I could almost say, attacked with these voices from the moment you're born into this dimension, this realm, this earth. The moment your earth life begins, there are voices near your ears saying things that you have no control over, right? But the thing about that is, if you can discover the lyrics to the song in your heart, those voices near your ears will be insufficient to define you. And that's so important because ultimately, that thing that you feel that you want to be, or that you desire to be, or that you are, and that thing that you know is right for you, that's the song of your heart. And if you know that song, you can sing it all day long, and nobody can do anything about it, really, because it was your gift. It was given to you when a heart was put into your vessel. The song was put into the heart, and that song is a frequency of you. You're supposed to express that song to the world so that people can feel you and feel God, feel the creation of God. And so in my war between myself, as I said, the way I was able to win it is by staying present in it throughout the whole, it was a month-long conquest, month-long battle. And through staying present in it, by the end of it, like I said, I discovered the lyrics to the song of my heart. And now there will still be voices near my ears, but the difference between the beginning of the month and the end of the month is that now I know the song in my heart, whereas at the beginning I felt the song in my heart. Now I know the lyrics, so now I can sing that song at whatever tone and level of expression that fits in any given moment. And so at the end of that war, at the end of that experience, at the end of that conquest, it was solidified. And I say this because anybody who intends to begin a journey of this themselves, I'm not saying you're going to have to do exactly what I did, but I can see how by the end of the war, the me who I felt had defeated or subdued or killed the me who I thought I was. And I'm bringing it up because something I saw was that not only did that take place spiritually and mentally and emotionally, but there was a physical representation as well. And so I'm going to put the video of the physical representation, but I had to mention it because to point out about death. There's a version of you that is to die, and death is not what you think it is. Death is not a physical experience, it's a spiritual experience. And so when death occurs, it is the stimuli for new life. And so you have to kill yourself. You have to kill that version of you that is not really you, but is an imposter of you, the version of you that guards the gate and keeps you from hearing the song of your heart, the version of you that was built by man, and man's voice is near your ears. You have to kill that version of you. You don't have to do anything, but you get to kill that version of you so that you can discover the song that God made, the song that God made you. And you may not like music, but music saves lives. Music changes lives. Music moves people, right? And this is a world full of people and a world full of motion. And you were destined, created, and born to be a part of that motion. No, I can't say that because you're going to be a part of that motion regardless. But the way that it's best for you to experience that, or the most fun, or the most desirable, the most pleasurable, the way it is in your nature to seek, to experience life, that's in your heart. And you're going to have to kill something. or fight something or discover something or endure something, you're gonna have to walk a path of self-discovery. So real quick, before I play the video of the physical representation of my death, the physical representation of me killing myself, the physical representation of the the version of me produced by the song in my heart overcoming or subduing the version of me that was produced by man or the world or voices near my ears on the outside and on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So this video is the physical representation of that, but I'm saying it now because I didn't plan to do this. Like, I'm saying it because it happened naturally. Like, there was a mental representation of that version of me dying. There was an emotional representation of me. I thought about that version of me no longer being there. I felt that version of me slipping away. It was a spiritual representation. So like, that version of me, the vision of it began to diminish, and the vision of the me who I felt began to increase, and then it's like, just naturally through that occurring process, there was a physical representation, and the way I was led into that physical representation again was an internal inclination. So it's like, pay attention to those little nudges and stuff you get inside. But first there were circumstances that prevented me from doing the thing that I intended to do, and then from that I was led to ask my God if I should do the thing that I then was feeling I should do. And then through again, life experience and asking my God that, and receiving the answer and seeing the repercussions of the answer that I received, I knew then that no matter what, I had to trust what I knew I felt and knew I heard, and so I did. And again, I just went into the unknown. I didn't know what would come of it, but I trusted in what was inside, and then I trusted in what was discerned inside of me, and then moved forward in that. And then afterwards, after it occurred, that's when I saw the benefit of it. That's when I saw the blessing of it, So here's the video. real quick, I just want to explain a little bit. The reason I perceived, that experience with the table as being a physical representation of my death is because I made that table, and I am so proud of making that table. Like, but it was a part of it was a part of who I thought I was, born of the voices near my ears, because it came out of when I was in school. I had a class, it's kind of like I guess you could say a woodworking class, but it was more about like the details with like construction and stuff like that. But um in that I had made that, and it was like when I made that, I was fully in that person who was born of the voices near my ears. I was fully only the person who I thought I was. Like I could feel the song of my heart, but the lyrics were still in a different language. They were foreign to me, like, but I'm the type of person where I can feel things well, so I was able to stick close to it. But looking back now, I realize the version of me that created that made that table was the old me. And so by kind of destroying that table, that was the culmination or physical representation of the new me destroying that old me. So with that being said, once again, I really do appreciate you checking out the video. And I just ask that if you feel the information in the video is kosher, that is genuine or legitimate, that you just give it a like, comment, subscribe, and or share the link for the video in an effort to present the information to someone else in hopes that they too can find something useful in it. All right. And for anybody that wants to keep up with me on any social media, I'll post my links in the description. All right. So thanks again. I love you, and I'll see you when I see you.